When Raquel Welch chooses to be honest, she doesn't blush, she smirks. The interviewer hardly finishes the question before her famous laugh fills the room. 6? She jokes. Only 6? You're letting me off easy. She relaxes and her eyes sparkle, like she's recalling moments from her film career. You have to understand, she says. I grew up in an era filled with real charisma on set. It wasn't just about pretty faces. It was about men who looked at me like I was the only one in the scene. I would walk onto a sound stage and sometimes forget what we were filming. Her voice softens, getting serious. I've worked with legends, men who could charm the camera just by leaning against a door. Some were funny, some were dangerous, and some were impossible to ignore. She pauses, her smile slow and teasing. A few made me wish the director would ask for one more take, just to see if the magic would continue. She chuckles, shaking her head. People often think it was just about looks, but it wasn't. What captivates me is confidence, humor, and a little bit of danger. The ones who made me laugh or caught my eye are those I remember. She leans in, speaking playfully. And yes, I remember them, all 6. I mostly behaved, but some moments still make me smile. Times when the chemistry felt real enough to make me forget I was acting. Then she sits back with a twinkle in her eyes. So, do you really want to know who they were? Her grin widens. All right, darling, but don't say I didn't warn you. 1. Burt Reynolds, the mischief-maker with a grin like trouble. The interviewer mentions Burt Reynolds, and Raquel immediately starts laughing. It's as if she has a funny story ready to share. Burt, she says, shaking her head playfully, was a man who knew how to enter a party or a movie set and act like he belonged there. She relaxes, a sly smile on her face, as if she's reliving an old memory. We worked together on 100 Rifles in the late 60s. It was hot and chaotic. And there was Burt, right in the middle, smiling as if he controlled the whole situation. His charm was electric, his mustache twitching, and that daring look in his eyes. He didn't just show up. He took charge without trying. Her tone becomes more affectionate, filled with teasing warmth. He was pure trouble, in a fun way. Burt could turn a tough day into something exciting just by being around. The crew loved him. You couldn't stay mad at him, not when he flashed that grin and made you laugh. She leans closer, inviting you into her story. On set, he was quite a character. He liked to joke around right before the director shouted action to see if he could make me laugh. More often than not, I'd bite my lip to keep from giggling while the camera rolled. That spark he brought to the screen? It was all him, genuine and full of mischief. Then her expression softens with warmth. But behind the fun, he had a gentleman's heart. He let others shine when they needed to. He understood that real chemistry in acting is a team effort. It's about sharing the spotlight. Raquel laughs again, the sound rich and lively. He had a twinkle in his eye, as if he knew the secrets of everyone in the room and might share them if you played it right. Working with him, it was a whirlwind, exhausting but a complete blast. The kind of fun that leaves you wanting more. She tilts her head, her eyes filled with nostalgia. You know, you can't bottle charisma like his. Burt didn't just walk onto a set, he made it his own. If you wanted to keep up, you had to match his energy and enjoy every moment. 2. Dean Martin, the melody of effortless cool. Dean Martin, she says softly, like a smooth jazz tune. He had that cool vibe that felt natural. It wasn't an act. It was just who he was. You couldn't separate the man from the legend he became. She laughs a little, both impressed and amused. We worked together on Bandolero back in the day. I was new to Hollywood and still figuring things out. Then Dean shows up, so relaxed, with that sly smile, like he knew a joke that you didn't. One look from him made the whole set feel lighter. A tense day turned into something like a fun barbecue. Raquel smiles, tilting her head. He had his own rhythm. During rehearsals, he'd hum a tune or throw a joke to the lighting guy that made everyone laugh. But when the cameras rolled, he was perfect. It looked like he wasn't even trying, and that was the magic. It felt effortless, like breathing. Her tone turns warm as she reflects. He was genuinely good. No showiness, just a kind heart. He'd check in with you, ensure you were okay, and make a quick joke to ease the stress. I'd see him move through a packed room, stylish in that tuxedo, and think, wow, that's real grace. She chuckles fondly. Dean didn't need to shout or show off to fill a room. He just was. And being around him made everything feel lighter and brighter. Her eyes brighten, playfulness returning. And that spark in his eye? You never knew if he was about to sing, tell a funny story, or deliver a great punchline. Probably all of it at once. But the truth is, people like him are rare. There hasn't been anyone like him since. 3. Frank Sinatra, the chairman who commanded every room. Raquel takes a deep breath, recalling a special memory. "Frank," she says with a warm smile. He didn't have to try. When he walked in, the whole room changed. The energy shifted, and you could feel it in the air. She laughs softly. "I met him in the 70s, and he was just as cool as everyone said. He was charming and funny, always leaving you smiling." Her eyes drift as she remembers. "We didn't perform together, but we saw each other at events and long dinners where he would play the piano. When he sang, you couldn't look away. It felt personal, like he was connecting with you." Now, her smile is playful. He made you feel like you were the center of the world for those 3 minutes. Once the song ended, you realized everybody else felt special too. He had a real magic. Raquel shakes her head, laughing. "You couldn't outshine him." He was charming in a way that felt genuine. One moment he'd tease you, and the next he'd pull out your chair for you. Her tone lowers. No wonder they called him chairman of the board. He didn't just want attention. He created an amazing atmosphere. With a hint of nostalgia, she adds, his blue eyes would catch you off guard. You'd find yourself holding your breath, trying to stay cool. That kind of attraction sticks with you. 4. Clint Eastwood, the quiet power of measured stillness. "Clint," she says, enjoying the name. It took just one look to see why every filmmaker wanted him. Everyone paid attention when he came on set, and the energy in the room grew. She laughs, her eyes crinkling. He never used too many words. With just a look, you understood the whole story. During breaks, while others chatted, he would say something serious that cut the tension, and the crew would listen. They met in the late 60s and worked through the gritty films of the 70s. We were part of the change from old films to new ones. Clint embraced the grit, the struggle, the search for the perfect shot. You learned by watching him. She pauses to think. He was careful and always noticed the small details. After a scene, he would lean in and say, "Nailed it." No celebration, just a nod like he understood the moment. Her expression softens. Underneath his tough exterior was a kind heart. He would help newcomers practice, carry props when nobody was watching, or listen to you. There is strength in quietly supporting others. She smiles with a hint of longing. Clint taught me that silence can mean more than noise. You don't need to fill the space, you use it, and it responds. That is rare and valuable. 5. Paul Newman, the effortless glow of genuine grace. Paul, she says softly, had real talent and charm. His good looks and strong presence were natural. Being on stage with him was calming. He had a clear sense of purpose. He showed genuine kindness, which is rare in this industry. She remembers his striking ice blue eyes, but highlights his overall presence. He used humor to ease nerves, reminding everyone that acting is pretend and meant to be fun. He stole the scene in the best way. Paul understood actors well, she reflects. He loved the craft and made every interaction lively. Your success mattered to him too. Her eyes light up as she recalls his belief that acting was telling the truth in make-believe. Watching him perform was beautiful. There were no tricks, just honest emotions. You meet many talented people, but few like Paul Newman. He reminded you of what truly matters, human connection and supporting one another. Those memories stay with you. 6. Sean Connery, the stride of unshakable presence. Sean Connery, she says, enjoying the name. He had a natural charm, an easy walk, and a deep voice. When I first met him, I thought, that's what charisma means. Whether in a suit or casual clothes, he was always Bond, even when grabbing a sandwich. She laughs, remembering. Everyone wanted a taste of that 007 charm, but Sean wore it like an old coat. He'd lower his voice slightly during scenes, and the whole set would get quiet, captivated without a word. Her voice softens. He was a true gentleman, polite and genuinely interested in others. He'd ask about your kids or what book you were reading, listening closely to every answer. That's why people admired him. He was fully engaged. Raquel laughs warmly. His humor? Sharp and dry with a Scottish twist. He could turn a simple line into a big laugh. Always perfect. She leans back, thinking. Sean showed us true confidence comes from within, not from demanding attention. Standing next to him made you want to do your best. Her smile turns thoughtful. No wonder people still respect his name. Sean Connery combined charm with class. Truly one of a kind. I feel lucky to have seen it.